so we're now here in the master.
We're in the master.
Beautiful. High ceilings again, and we've got another fireplace, which...
We got the same fireplace, just now we can see through.
Double-sided, beautiful. So JC, one thing I also noticed is you capitalize, and I know this on all your builds, you try and bring the light in whenever you can. And even here, knowing where the bed placement's gonna be, you still put windows on either side to still continue privacy, but also just to make sure you're getting that light in from all angles, right? Love that. Okay, look, JC, I could fit through this.
And you just might, with a little help, you might just end up in the basement.
Oh my word, and it is going to the basement. What are you, this is like a laundry chute.
And that's what it is.
Wow. Your idea?
No, it's all, this is what they wanted.
Amazing. I mean, how often do you see a laundry chute at a
I know,
cottage?
it's crazy.
So, Jim, before we leave, one thing I want to point out, and this is so clever, because a lot of times people overlook door placements and they overlook how they swing.
Space.
And it kicks space, and it can change just the use, and a lot of times you can get fed up because you just didn't have the foresight. So in this case, pocket door, love them. I mean, this allows, it just hides away. When you need privacy, of course,
close it.
And this is just a space
Well, it's
saver.
saver, for sure it is, yeah.
Do we like this?
We love this.
Love this. All right, here we go. All right, so Jim, you and I have a lot of conversations about the most important room in the house, and we tend to agree on the same room, which is, of course, the mechanical room. I don't care what you want to call it. The mechanical room, what are other names for it?
The heart.
The heart, command central, the pump house, control central, whatever, okay? But this, whether it's in the city or whether it's up in cottage country, this is the most important room of the house.
I don't think so, more so in cottage country.
Absolutely. So let's talk about the difference. Now that we are in cottage country, there are going to be some things here that you probably wouldn't see in a typical city dwelling.
Right.
All right, so in this command central, there are some things that I may not even recognize, because I would look at that and say, well, okay, sub pump, but you're saying there doesn't need to be one in this particular property.
So a sump pump, if water's going to come in to your house.
Collect underneath the house.
Collect underneath the house. So the sump pump, it would take the water, throw it into the pit, and then we pump it away.
It goes away.
But in this case, we don't have to do that because our house now is elevated off the main grade.
Fantastic.
Gravel, water travels under the gravel. We have all the
channels to take it all away. Yep.
Right? And we run it off into the lake.
Back into the lake.
So
perfect.
So this is a sewage injector.
All right.
So since the septic is way up
so it's
top,
higher,
we got to pump up there.
Right. I love this because right here we have the Generac, which is a must.
Yep.
So anybody now in cottage country, all right?
If you want any kind of heat or light.
Yeah. Like it's a normal way of life, the fact that the power does go out.
A lot.
And a lot. So having one of these that automatically goes on when the power goes out is a saver, right? It's just
and it's
a must.
More cost saving by doing it now.
Then trying to do it later.
Right?
Great tip.
It's easier to mount it in now with the panel than trying to.
Yeah, the walls are exposed, right? It's here to set it up and hook it into everything. It's just do it now.
Do it now. So you'd save thousands.
Love that. This is something that a lot of, typical city residences would not recognize or see. But when you're dealing with drawing water up in cottage country, it's either from a drilled well, right? Or dug well, or it's from the lake.
Yep.
So, of course, this is coming from the lake. As a result, what do we got going on here then?
So we just have our filters and, purifiers and all that stuff. So, I mean, there are systems that are far bigger, far more advanced if you want to go that route, but, they're bringing their water up to drink. So.
Okay, so there's a big difference then. If you know how you're going to plan to use, and that's something you have to discuss beforehand, because if you want to be able to have it like potable water, where you want to be able to drink it, you have to then put in a very different system.
Well, you can still do it here, but for the ones that are way over the top, you can do it.
You can do it. But here, what we've got is the filters. So these are all you do is twist them and you just change them, clean them. You can even just wash them out now. Before you have to replace them all the time. And what I also love is all the shut-off valves. So when it's time to do that, you just shut it off. Anybody and everybody can do it. It's
if you got to service any of this, you can shut it off separately.
So simple.
Deal with it, right?
Love it. And then of course, Jim, water tanks. I mean, a lot of times people in recreational, properties, they tend to go small. They don't think that they're going to need the water because, of course, the lake is right there. What's your thought on that?
That's what I said to him. He has 2 kids. I had 2 kids. I know what we went through.
Right.
We went with a 60-gallon or 50-gallon. It was gone in 15 minutes. So I suggest 75 gallons in everything that we do.
Right.
At least 1 or 2 of them, depending on how many's in the house.
Yeah, but understand how you're going to use the space. And I think this is the point we're trying to make for everybody.
Yeah.
If you can figure that out of the gate when you're about to build, then thereby you're not going to run into those problems later, because a lot of people underestimate.
Right.
Don't you find that?
Well, they think they're going to, save money and everything.
Right.
And really, in the long run, you're not saving any money. If you're going to, if you got a 50, 60-gallon tank and you drain that thing every time, just think how much time and energy it's going to take to heat it again, right? This thing's already there. It's heated. It's ready to go.
Yeah. Again, when we're talking about Command Central, right? This is the heartbeat, the utility room, the furnace room, people may call it. But this is key, where a lot of times they don't allow for enough space even.
Right.
And when you've got people coming in that it may need repairing, things may need to be enhanced or updated later on in life. It's so important to have the room to even allow this stuff to breathe.
So it's funny you say the furnace room.
Yes.
So we moved the furnace room.
You got it out of here and gave it its own space.
So that we would have this amount of space to work. All
right, well, basement, let's keep going. Most important room, we all agree. Let's see. I agree.
So we'll have that all set up there.
Right.
And then we're going to have a TV come out of the ceiling.